Welcome to this installment of the Straight Edge Game Room. Today we're going to be looking at an accessory specifically for your Nintendo Wiimote. If you downloaded old NES or TurboGrafx-16 games and this baton of a controller is not for you, I understand your pain. Even though I was able to beat Castlevania with this, it's not the most comfortable way to play those old games. But this might remedy that issue. You see the inside is just flops of plastic, and the Wiimote fits very nice and snug, very secure, and that big pad of plastic on the inside of the D-pad works exceptionally well. You can hit up, down, left, right without skipping a beat. The buttons work like any normal functioning controller. The only button I have trouble with is the power button, but that's the least important when it comes to gameplay. Your B button in the back is not a problem to get to. However, if you are under the age of 12 or you got smaller hands, this might be a bit cumbersome for you. But if you got bigger hands, if you're all grown up like me, this should not be a problem for you. However, this diagonal slant, how steep it is, it's not ideal. It's not perfect. It's not terrible, but it's not perfect. This was marketed for games like New Super Mario Brothers, but I don't find it to be comfortable for any Super Mario Brothers game. I don't find it to be comfortable for Mega Man either. But despite its shortcomings, it's good for games like Cartoon Network, Punch Time Explosion XL, Wario Land, Shake It, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Sonic, and the Secret Rings. It's exceptionally comfortable for games like Castlevania Adventure Rebirth, Contra Rebirth, and Castlevania Rondo of Blood. Boss, big oversized super shell. Boy, they were not kidding about oversized. I got another empty one right here. Let's compare it to the classic controller. Just dwarfs it. Kind of like a big monolith. No trickery. Here they are side by side. Just massive. Here it is next to the Super Nintendo controller. Again, just dwarfs it. Makes that Super Nintendo controller look small. Now, if you were playing games like Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo, your running button and your jump button was like this. And for me, that feels more natural. That feels a lot more comfortable than going like this. Now, if you downloaded old NES games or TurboGrafx-16 games, you're stuck with this. Like that, for running and jumping games, this just does not feel good for me. And it's not that great on this either, but it's excellent for run and gun games. I do not know why Mega Man does not work for me concerning this controller. You might be different. If also, I want to point out, if you're the kind of gamer, let me move the camera for this one. If you're the kind of gamer who plays like this, I had a roommate, he was left-handed, but he liked to play, especially fighting games, he liked to hold the controller like this, and he liked to play like that. Now, if you like to play Super Smash Bros. Like that, this might be for you. Not for me. This came in 4 different colors. It came in green, yellow, red, and blue, but I only got green and yellow. Yeah, very comfortable way to hold the Wiimote, for me anyway. Everybody's going to be different, but when I review things, I review them according to what I experience. You might be different, but the Boss Shell, if you happen to find it in a thrift store or an old video game store, and usually they go for about $4. Sometimes I find these in Goodwill or Sabers for about $4 or $3. If it's the color of the day, go ahead and grab it. I mean, these are excellent. Hey, well, we're still here. Let's compare it to the Sega Genesis controller. Very close. Very close. How about that? Look at that. Separated at birth.